Hey guys, let's get more news about Steelers, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Steelers star Cameron Heyward reacts to George Pickens' trade. At some point, the Pittsburgh Steelers came to the conclusion that receiver George Pickens would not be a long-term fixture on the perimeter. Maybe it was when the team acquired Seattle Seahawks receiver DK Metcalf, or when he showed up late to a regular season game. Perhaps Pickens was tolerable on a rookie contract, but too risky to make one of the highest-paid receivers in the sport. Whatever the reason, it has helped land him with the Dallas Cowboys for a 2026 third-round pick and a 2027 day 3-pick swap. On his podcast, Not Just Football, Steelers star Cameron Heyward reacted to the Pickens trade. Was I surprised? Yeah, Heyward said, via Josh Carney of Steelers Depot. But you know, the game is the game, and I know it benefits both teams. We get another third-round pick. They get a wide receiver to go along with CeeDee Lamb. Would I have liked to see George and DK Metcalf play together? Yeah, but hopefully there's something in the works. Heyward's words are particularly interesting given the recent reporting from Mark Kaboly that Pittsburgh veterans had grown increasingly fed up with Pickens. Others have suggested that head coach Mike Tomlin was the driving force behind the deal. Some might suspect that Heyward was among those veterans who had grown tired of the lazy routes, unnecessary roughness penalties, and general instability from a snap-to-snap basis. Ultimately, the trade makes the Steelers considerably worse in the short term. They're essentially back to square one, with a slight upgrade at the one receiver spot with an above-average starter from last season. For now, the quarterback play is worse, too. In typical Pittsburgh fashion, Heyward expressed confidence in his team being just fine, despite the setback. This is a PSA for all Steeler fans, Heyward said. Don't panic. Stay patient. We'll get to work. I think sometimes we can jump off the ship and think the ship is sinking. We got work to do. And, you know, whoever won the offseason isn't gonna win the regular season, is not gonna win the Super Bowl. So, I'm locked in on that, locked in on having a good year, and I hope my teammates are, too. Steelers cut running back and shake up roster after rookie minicamp. The Pittsburgh Steelers just completed their rookie minicamp and got a look at all their recent draft picks and a few other participants on the field over the weekend. On Tuesday, the team released running back Aaron Shampklin as part of their post-minicamp moves. The former Harvard back has spent 3 seasons in the Ivy League for the Crimson from 2017 to 21, but missed 2019 with an injury and sat out 2020 due to the coronavirus pandemic. He went undrafted in 2022 and signed with the Dallas Cowboys. After off-season stints with the Cowboys and Indianapolis Colts, Shampklin spent 1 season in the USFL with the Houston Gamblers, now the UFL's Houston Roughnecks. He then signed in the 2023 offseason with the Los Angeles Chargers before joining Pittsburgh ahead of the 2024 season. Shampklin signed a future/reserves contract with the Steelers in January 2024 before being waived in August and re-signed to the practice squad in September. He made his NFL debut in Week 4's matchup against the Colts before being released on October 28 and re-signed to the practice squad. In 6 games with Pittsburgh, Shampklin tallied 6 carries for 17 yards. Shampklin also reportedly served as a substitute teacher in Southern California. While with Harvard, Shampklin totaled 2,251 yards on 402 carries with 23 touchdowns and 29 catches for another 296 yards and 3 scores. Now, he'll look for another opportunity to extend his modest NFL career or find a roster spot on the spring's UFL, which serves as a prove-it league for aspiring NFL players. Minnesota Vikings coach Kevin O'Connell relishing Dublin raid for Steelers showdown. Dublin is preparing itself for a very 21st-century Viking raid as the Minnesota Vikings have been named as the Pittsburgh Steelers' opponents for the NFL's first regular season game in Ireland. Croke Park will open its doors on the last Sunday of September, the 28th, to two teams who made the NFL playoffs last year in what will be the most anticipated matchup of the NFL's European slate, which was announced in Dublin Castle yesterday. The presence of American football in Croke Park also brings with it a change to the terraces, as the NFL have confirmed that seats will be put into the Hill 16 end. The league have also said that the game will be priced similarly to its Tottenham games, where tickets usually start at around €80. For Ireland, the smallest market to ever host an NFL international game, it is a return on the €10 million in state investment that has gone into this event, with a large contingent of traveling fans anticipated to boost the tourism sector. For the GAA in Croke Park, it is something to build for in a September period that is quieter in recent years, with the NFL confirming that around 76,000 tickets are expected to be sold in headquarters. For the Vikings, it's a nice competitive boost as they take tough trips to Pittsburgh and Cleveland off their calendar. Minnesota will face the Steelers in Dublin a week before battling the Browns in Tottenham, the first team to play two away fixtures in a row outside the United States. It's a wily move. Their Norse namesakes would be proud of, one that keeps them away from tough matchups in America's cold Rust Belt and instead lets them press the flesh with fans in Europe. And for Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell, it represents a bit of a homecoming. My family are very excited. I cannot wait to connect with my Irish heritage. I've never actually been before, and who knew it would come in the form of bringing my football team over, O'Connell said. O'Connell is one of the most highly rated coaches in the league, leading the Vikings to a 14-3 season last year. And you can tell he believes in the opportunity these international games can bring his team, as he avoided a much-used cliché thrown about by NFL coaches who come to Europe that it's just another game. It would be very easy to say, hey, it's just another game, but it would be short-sighted as a coach not to learn about and engage in the history and what makes Croke Park special, O'Connell said. When you think about opportunities to play in unique atmospheres and environments, what better way to do that than to play in Dublin? That is a big deal to us. And the two-game trip gives us an unbelievable opportunity to take our team on the road, get away from the day-to-day things that pull the players in any other direction. The importance of winning a regular season game is difficult to overstate. Unlike a 38-game Premier League season, NFL teams have just 17 on their schedule, and momentum counts in a league designed to bring parity to all 32 franchises. And you, fan? What do you think about Kevin O'Connell's situation? Write to us in the comments.